now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, folks, and a happy May Day. We made it to May, the 1st of May. Congratulations, you did it. You're there, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I am your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center, and man, we got another beautiful day out here today. It's warm. Actually, now that I think about it, it's a little cloudy today. It rained last night. I mean, you never know. I'm driving in, you get sun, and then you get rain. Yesterday, bright sunshine, and then for 5 minutes we had pouring rain, and then 5 minutes later, as I was saying, bright sunshine again. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. It's Missouri, folks. That's what we get. We love it. All right, so good morning once again. I'm thrilled to be here with you, sharing life, sharing the coolest instruments on the internet. We got a Cannonball Run today, and I'll be sharing that here in a little bit, so stick around. It's going to be exciting. Why am I here? Who am I? What are we doing? I'm here every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel, to share the coolest instruments with you that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006. And we can chat about it and have some fun, and I can send some instruments to you today, and you can get out there and create beautiful music for the world. So it all works together, right? It's all happiness and harmony, and oh man, I love it. All right, so that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. Here's what I need you to do for me. Hit the like button. Hit the comment button. Comment. Leave your questions. Leave your comments. Ask your questions. I can get that right. We've got the live chat going on. My buddy Sax Boy is back from Sweden. Do you recommend any special reads? I'll get to you in just a second, buddy. Let me finish out my business part of this. So hit the like. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 1220. Going on. Subscribers, love it. Thank you guys for that. And then, of course, share this video with all your friends, family, relatives, and so on out there, so we can just share love and joy and music with the world. All right, so that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. I'm glad that you're here. Let's have a great time. Uncle Ken is here. Good morning, my favorite uncle. Oh, he's got a saxophone joke. What do we got? How many C-Melody sax players can you fit into a phone booth? All of them. For those of you in the saxophone world who know what a C-Melody saxophone is, that's a funny joke. I love it. Thank you, Uncle Ken. Love you, buddy. Sax Boy, we'll get to those reads here in a minute. But first, before we get on to the coolest instruments on the web, let's say a fine good morning to my buddy Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning, Greg.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. How about you? Coffee.
Coffee. I got the coffee down this morning. You know, my favorite Hawaiian coffee. So, yeah, feeling good and living life.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm excited for the show today. Why don't we
As am I.
kick it off with talking about your shirt, which looks amazing today.
This is
Super colorful.
about as crazy as it gets with shirts for me, guys. But I can probably step it up yet another level. I don't know. This is a Daniel Cremieux, one of my all-time favorites. I keep talking about him all the time. Mr. Cremieux, if you're out there watching, you're probably not, but you should be, because I talk about your shirts almost every day. We need to collaborate on a saxophone-themed shirt or something like that. That would be awesome. Jordan sounds like he works in radio. He does. I mean, and TV and film. He's a filmmaker. I mean, this guy's, he's like directed a short movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's he's a real self-promoter, folks.
I'm going to tell my wife that, though, because she actually did work in radio for 4 years.
Oh, nice.
So.
You know, I've often been told that I've got a face for radio. So, yeah, so you get it? All right. Let's move on, shall we? All right, while I'm putting on the fancy white gloves so we don't get these horns all fingerprinty and digging out the first cannonball in our Cannonball Run, let me answer Sax Boy's questions. Do I recommend reeds, any particular reeds? You know, reeds are a very personal thing, Sax Boy. I personally like to experiment with a bunch of different styles. I've used synthetic reeds, I've used natural cane reeds, I've used a combination like the plastic cover reeds in the past, which are a cane reed with a plastic coating. Synthetic reeds that are made out of like a acrylic, saxophone reeds that are made out of like an artificial cane fibers. Isaac plays sax too. Welcome to the show. Let me know where you're watching from, Isaac. Thank you for being here. What was I saying? Reeds, yeah. So, I mean, the Van Doren reeds are fantastic. The D'Addario Reserve reeds are really great. There's a lot of other ones out there, of course, the traditional Ricos and Rico Royals. I particularly for saxophone, and if you're playing a lot of jazz specifically, I like the Van Doren Java Red Box. They're a French filed cut, but they're a jazz reed, and they really perform well. They vibrate freely. You get a good, clear, powerful sound. I just love them. I highly recommend them. In the world of synthetic reeds, Leger reeds are kind of pretty much the top dog out there. And their new American cut reed is fantastic. I've used that on tenor quite a bit. But really, it's a matter of experimenting, sax boy. You just want to get out there, try a bunch of different ones until you zone in on one that you like the best, that gives you the sound and the playability and the comfort that you like. So tons and tons of options. Certainly, I mean, there's thousands of different reeds out there, but we've got a lot of them on our website. You can check out the different options we have at palinmusic.com. And then, feel free to ask any questions. You can call me, 417-882-7006. You can email me at gregr@palinmusic. Or, you can just chat in the show here and we can, get you as much info as we can. So that's the scoop on the reeds for now. Isaac, I play most classical music. That's fantastic. I love it. All right, so let's dig into this first horn. As I said, we are on a Cannonball Run today. Check out these cool cases, guys. They really classy, kind of it's not real alligator, but it's got that look to it. Really classic, all black with the black hardware, the whole deal. This is a trumpet. This is the model 42S professional trumpet. And check it out. And I've said this before on the show, a lot of these trumpets, from brand to brand, style to style, they look a lot alike. So it's kind of hard to tell them apart unless you know what you're looking at with the fine details. But here we have a professional grade trumpet, 4.8 inch diameter bell, hand hammered, one piece bell. We have a 460 medium large bore. We've got this comes with two tuning slides. You get the full curve slide, what they call the C-shaped slide, and then there's also what they call the D. Actually, is this the D? Let me pull the other one out here if I can find it. Yeah, we'll grab that and show you the difference. Hold those up side. There we go. All right. So you can see the difference in those tuning slides. The one in my right hand here has kind of a D shape or a more angular shape, and then this is the C shape, which has a more curved. So what you're dealing with is customizable resistance in your horn. The one with the corners here is going to give you a bit more resistance. It's got to go up and over and down. So it's going to give you a little bit of blowback on it, so you can feel it. But that usually allows you to get more power out of it. The C shape is more free-flowing, more melodic, I guess would be the description. But let's hit the other points on this horn. This one has the traditional lead pipe. We've got the added resonance rings on the tuning slide as well. We have as Cannonballs are known for, their natural stone, hand-carved stone finger button inserts there, or touch pieces. And then we've got beautiful hand engraving, just gorgeous on this horn. So this is the Cannonball model 42S professional trumpet. Great all-around horn. You can do pretty much anything with this one. And this is on special on our website right now. So get it today. We'll ship it to you today. It's fantastic. palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, and I can send this one to you today. Sax Boy is asking, how many valves does a trumpet have? You showed a piccolo trumpet yesterday with 4 valves. Yes, that is true. Most traditional standard B-flat trumpets are going to have 3 valves. The fewer valves, usually they're considered bugles, like a horn with no valves is a bugle. The additional valves on a piccolo trumpet just broaden the range for you. Typically, you're only going to find 4 valves on a piccolo trumpet, but most of your standard trumpets are going to have 3. So, and there's a ton of combinations that you can do with just three pistons to get the notes that you want to get. Check this out on the case. I don't know if you can see it. Got the beautiful embossed Cannonball logo right there in the lid of the case. Just gorgeous. Cannonball does it up right, folks. And this is a killer horn. Would love to send it out to you today. Let's see. Isaac says, nice shine. It's beautiful. I've played trumpet before. Yeah, I've tried to play trumpet. I can make a noise, but it's not a beautiful sound when I'm doing it. Now, saxophone I can do. Clarinet I can do. Trumpet, not so great. Trombone, All right. That's horn number 1. Going to take off the gloves and dive into something else for a brief moment.
Yeah, while I get horn number 2 ready for you to show, why don't you tell us about some music that you have?
Music. All right. So I talked about this, I don't know, a few weeks ago, but I didn't really pick a song from it or anything. As you know, I'm a big fan of musical theater. I've been listening to a lot of it lately. I talked about this one that I was actually got to perform in high school, and I've been listening to it today, and it just struck me. I wanted to share it with you. The musical, one of the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals, South Pacific. Like I said, I've talked about it on the show before, but I haven't really shared the music from it. But there is a song on this musical that is a really important song, I think, and I want to share it with you. It's called Carefully Taught. Now, this may be controversial. It certainly was when it came out. It's probably less so, and less so controversial, but more important today. It talks about, let me just show it to you here, the musical South Pacific. The song is Carefully Taught, and I will add this to the Wake Up with Greg playlist. But it talks about how when we are born as people, we do not have those preconceived notions of race or hate or anything like that. I mean, when you see very young kids playing together, they don't know any of that stuff. It all has to be learned. And so this song capitalizes on that, or explains it. And let me just hit some of the lyrics for you. It says, you've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. You've got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. These are things that you don't start your life with. You have to learn them. And the best way to live your life is to not learn those things. Be a good person and love your fellow people. So, because it's all about love, baby. Just share love, share music. That's why we're here. So it is an absolutely beautiful and powerful song, Carefully Taught. Check it out. I will add it to the playlist. Here it is once again from the musical South Pacific, which was also, first on a Broadway stage play, and then, of course, it became a movie. And it's been remade a couple of times. There was a version that came out in the early 2000s, I think, starring Harry Connick Jr. and Glenn Close and a few others, and it was awesome. So, yeah, check it out. Sax Boy says, did you start the company? No, I didn't start the company, Palin Music, but I have been with the company about 14 years now. The company was started 60 plus years ago by a couple of brothers by the name of Dan and is it Bob Palin? Don't quote me on that, and I apologize if I don't have that right. But two brothers were music educators, and they started this business, and it's just grown from there. And now it's run by Dan Sr.'s son Brett Palin and his brother Brad and
Bill.
Huh?
Bill.
Bill Palin, that was it, not Bob, Bill Palin. I'm thinking Bob Hopkins, the legend Bob Hopkins, our first ed rep for the company. So yeah, we've been around for about 60 years. I've been here for 14 of those and still going strong. So yeah, thanks for asking. All right, so that was my musical choice. We hit one horn. Let's dive into the Cannonball Run. and keep this run rolling with Cannonball horn number 2. We got one more trumpet for you. And this is from their Big Bell Stone series. I won't show you the case because it looks exactly like the last one. So you already have that idea of what it looks like. But this is a trumpet like nothing you've ever seen before. Look at that. All right. This is the Big Bell Stone series. This is the 490? Man, I've lost my mind here. Maybe it says on the horn. No, 789. I've got my numbers all mixed up, guys. I apologize. I don't have it written down. But this is the Big Bell Stone. Oh, there it is. Aha, thank you.
790?
Yes, 790 RLB. Gosh, lost my mind there for a minute. All right, 790 RLB. So what have we here, folks? We have a professional grade trumpet, also a medium large bore, a 460 bore. But this has the large bell, or the big bell, as Cannonball likes to say. This is a 5.3 inch bell, I think, a bit larger than the previous one. So you get a bigger flare, you get more projection, more volume. And then the other cool features, you've got the resonance rings, which what the resonance rings do, that adds mass to a particular point in the horn, and that helps to increase the resonance of the instrument. So yeah, it's a really cool feature. This is again, a solid one-piece hand-hammered bell, but then we've got the just lush, gorgeous, rich black nickel plating on this. Gives it a beautiful sound and a beautiful appearance. You've got, of course, the stones, the natural stone. I think they're a jasper, like a black jasper or something along those lines. This does have the reverse lead pipe, which we've talked about, you know, the integral tuning slide lead pipe. So you've got less resistance through this, a much more free-blowing horn. And then, of course, you've got the beautiful hand engraving, which really pops on this black finish. You can see that there. Just a stunning looking horn. Amazing playing and sounding horn, Monel pistons. It's a beautiful piece. This one, I believe, also comes with 2 tuning slides. So just like with the other one, you can really customize the sound and feel of this horn. Also comes with a bunch of accessories and good stuff. So this is the Cannonball. What did I say? It was the 790? Mm-hmm. Yes, the 790 RL, so for reverse lead, and then B for black. And it's the Big Bell Stone Series professional trumpet. Live on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006. Hey, Isaac, where are you watching from, my friend? Are you here in the States? Are you out of the country? Where might you be? We'd love to know. And the rest of you who are watching, chime into the chat. We'd love to say hi and, you know, share with the world with you. What does he say? Do you sell parts of instruments also? Do you sell parts of instruments so you can modify it? Well, like mouthpieces and ligatures and that kind of thing for saxophones and clarinets. Yes, like specific modification parts. Not a lot. There, you know, that's some things that our repair shops handle. If you want to modify your horn. But yeah, I mean, little things like, palm key risers and different things like that. We can carry all that. My buddy Mike is watching. Good morning, Mike. So yeah, I mean, there's just a vast spectrum of mods that you can do to your instruments. I mean, with trumpets, you can change out your lead pipes. You can of course change your mouthpieces. You know. Tuning slides, you can do a variety of, depending upon the horn, you can even change out the bell. You know, there's lots and lots of things that can be done to modify your horn to dial it in to your personal preference. Max is here from Springfield, Missouri, of course. He's right here in the next room. So, of course, he's in Springfield, Missouri. Thanks for watching, boys. I appreciate your support. All right, so that's horn number 2. Let's dig into, what do we got next, Jordan? Before we hit the last horn on the Cannonball Run?
Before the last horn, you have to show us something cool.
Something cool. All right. You know, I've been doing this a lot on this show because this is kind of what I'm passionate about. One of the many things that I'm passionate about. Excuse me. Talking about films. films, movies, and specifically I've been, kind of doing a bunch of films about music or that involve music or that have great soundtracks and whatnot. So I'm doing a little spin on that today with concert films. So movies or films somewhat documentarian in style that are showing like a live performance of a particular artist. And I've just picked three kind of random but special ones from my collection to share with you today. First up, I want to share this one, which is Bella Fleck and the Flecktones live at the Quick. So who the heck is Bella Fleck and the Flecktones? Bella Fleck is a legendary and phenomenal music. There's my word, phenomenal. I use that word a lot. He's a banjo player, but that doesn't really do it justice. He is a musician's musician. He is on another planetary level of skill and talent. He does not play banjo in the way that you would typically think, your typical bluegrass style banjo playing. He is much more jazz focused in his banjo. He's also done a fantastic classical album of just solo banjo playing classical pieces that you would never expect a banjo to do. But this concert in particular, he's got a larger band, a lot of guest artists. He's got bassoon players. He's got Tuvan throat singers on here. He's got Indian tabla players, drummers. His own band, of course, with Victor Wooten on bass and Future Man on percussion. That trio, Jeff Coffin on saxes. He's got some additional players on here that are, let's see, who else we got? Special guest Sandeep Burman, which I was talking about, Andy Narell on steel drums, Paul Hansen on bassoon, Paul McCandless on oboe, Congarole on dar, the throat singer. The music on this is just off the charts, fantastic. And the performance, it's a live performance, so you get to see all the hits and misses that are going on in this. And the venue is fantastic. So concert videos are just a great way to truly absorb the artist. If you're not able to see them live in person, check out a concert video. And this one is at the top of my charts. Bella Fleck and the Flecktones live at the Quick. This one came out quite a while ago. I don't know if I can see the date. The print on here is really small. 2002 maybe, so 20-ish years ago. So fantastic. Check that one out. Second up, I've mentioned this album before and these artists before, but I haven't talked about their film. This is a duo occasion, Harry Connick Jr. and Branford Marsalis. And you want to talk about a musical conversation between two good friends. That's what this is. It is just powerful to watch. Just these two, Harry on piano, Branford on sax, and just the two of them having this deep musical conversation that is just a delight to listen to and to watch happen. I mean, it's really, really amazing. One of my all-time favorite concert videos. I did not get to see this concert with these two in person, which I would have loved to do. But these guys grew up together, from New Orleans. Harry's piano teacher, I believe, was Branford's dad, Ellis Marsalis. So this is just a fantastic, fantastic show, concert video, duo occasion, Harry Connick Jr., Branford Marsalis. Check that one out. And then finally, the pièce de résistance, the concert film by which all other concert films are judged. It is the legendary Elvis Presley, yes, Aloha from Hawaii, live via satellite for the first time in history, 1973. This is the concert video of that live performance. And man, it's everything that you would want from an Elvis video. And this is kind of what I would say before the decline of Elvis. Honestly, this was 1973. 4 or 5 years after this, he'd be gone. We just lost him. So, this is the Elvis we all know and love with the big sequined jumpsuits. You can see it on the back there. But the music in this is just some of his all-time great hits. An American Trilogy, also Sprock Zarathustra, Big Hunk of Love, Burning Love, Can't Help Falling Off, Early Morning Rain Fever. He does some Beatles covers on here, Something, Suspicious Minds, Welcome to My World, a whole lot of shaking. I mean, just Johnny B. Good, legendary, folks. The Elvis Aloha from Hawaii. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I actually picked this one up at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. I think it was like for my, 50th birthday, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you guys check out concert videos and check out the ones from your favorite artists. There's a ton of them out there, and they're all streaming everywhere. I'm sure you can find them. But they're just absolutely fantastic and a fun watch and a great way to experience music without being able to go to the actual concert. Fabi, hey Greg, haven't seen you for a while. Well, Fabi, I haven't seen you for a while either. Thanks for joining. Where are you watching from? And welcome to the show. Sax Boy is asking again, how long have you had the show Wake Up with Greg? Well, this is episode 53, I think. So we're on week 11. So we started this on February 19th of this year. So we're still new, I guess, in that regard. We haven't been doing this very long, but 53 episodes, that's a lot to do every day live right here with you guys. So, Fabi, I'm at YouTube just hanging out. But where in the world are you in? Like Sax Boy, he's in Sweden. I'm here in Missouri. Where are you? Are you in Texas? Are you in Afghanistan? I don't know where you might be, but we'd love to know, and thank you for being here. All right, got the gloves back on for the Cannonball Run Part 3, which Cannonball Run was a great movie, by the way. Late 70s, early 80s, I think. Burt Reynolds' car movie, of course. A lot of fun, a lot of great cameos in there. Dom DeLuise, Jackie Chan, Susan Anton, all that, so on. All right, so what do we have for you here? We have top of the line Cannonball saxophone. All right, I'm not somewhere in the U.S., but which is in Asia. The Philippines. You've been on the show before, haven't you, Fabi, from the Philippines? I love that you are here, and thank you so much. We're getting a whole ton of international viewers, and I absolutely love that. All right, so what do we have here? We have the Cannonball Big Bell Stone Series. This is the A5L. L for lacquer, because just a traditional gold lacquer horn, but there's nothing traditional about this horn. Everything is, advanced, high-tech, the modern interpretation of a great saxophone. So what do we have? We've got professional grade, full post-to-rib construction. We have dual bracing on the lower bell keys for added stability in your regulation and setup. We have braced G-sharp mechanism here for your left-hand spatulas, which gives it, again, more stability and stays in regulation longer. We have the high F sharp, of course, and your front F. And instead of mother of pearl, as you know with Cannonball, we get these gorgeous tiger eye natural stones, which not just are they gorgeous, but they also add to the resonance and sound of the horn. Just these beautiful hand-cut stones. Italian leather pads, metal tone boosters, beautiful hand engraving on the bell there. Everything you want in a professional grade saxophone. Fabi's got a quick question. Do you believe the whole do not play the tritone thingy? Do not play the tritone thing. Not 100% sure what you're referring to there. So I'm not sure if I believe it or not, but we can dig into it and find out. So there we go. Big Bell Stone Series saxophone. And just like with the trumpets that come with an additional tuning slide, these saxophones come with two necks. You get your traditional neck here with the resonance stone on the neck there. Isn't that beautiful? That tiger eye there. Tritone is commonly known as the devil's tone. I got no problem with the devil's tone. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the devil personally, I'm not a great guy, but the music, the devil's tone, I mean, playing thirds, absolutely. What is the best way to learn sheet music for saxophone? Practice, sax boy. That's just the way to do it. Put the music in front of you. Get some books that that help you out with patterns, rhythmic patterns, and so on. And then just the more you read, the more you put sheet music in front of you and read it and practice it, the better you're going to be the next time somebody throws something at you that you've never seen before. So, all right, the second neck. They call these the fat neck. This is a bright silver plating, again, with the resonant stone on there. Got the underslung octave key, which frees up the resistance in the neck by the way that's positioned, which gives you a really fat, rich tone. So, again, one of the hallmarks of Cannonball, customizable to fit your sound, your feel, your preferences. What to avoid when playing the sax? Oh, gosh. What to avoid? Burnout, bad posture. There's nothing really to avoid, I guess. Just your practice habits. The term practice makes perfect, but practice can also make poor. If you're practicing the wrong way or the wrong things, you're going to develop some bad habits. So get yourself in line with a good teacher that can show you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and get you on the right path. Here at Palin Music Center, we've got a lot of phenomenal teachers, but I'm sure in your areas you can probably find teachers as well. If not, find them online. I know there's a great program online called Better Sax. I don't endorse them. I don't know a lot about them, but they are online saxophone lessons that you can check out. So there's certainly a lot of options out there. So yeah, man, just keep playing, keep plugging away, keep practicing. Practice, like I said, practice your scales, practice your long tones, do it all. So you can, the more you practice, they say 10,000 hours is how much you got to practice to become proficient at your instrument. A lot of truth to that, to be honest. It's not necessarily 10,000 hours for everyone, but that's kind of the ballpark you want to shoot for. So you can calculate that out, how often you have to practice per day. An hour a day for 10,000 days, it's quite a long time. But yeah, you can do it. So, all right, that's horn number 3 in the Cannonball Run. Fantastic instrument, the A5L, live on our website right now at a discounted price. PalinMusic.com or by giving me a call, 417-882-7006. One last thing from Fabi. All right, thanks for answering my questions, lad. I have to sleep and prepare for school tomorrow. Well, get your sleep, get your rest. I also have to do my daily piano practice for 4 hours a day. Dude, that's a lot of practicing, but I bet you're amazing. I'd love to hear you. Thank you guys for watching the show. We'll finish this up with one last piece of wisdom for you, or an inspirational quote. This quote is by the legendary piano man himself, Billy Joel. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up. He's an absolute legend. Just recently released some new music for the first time in like 30 years. So fantastic. But here's what he says about music. He says, musicians want to be the loud voice for so many quiet hearts. Musicians want to be the loud voice for so many quiet hearts. I love it. That is my thought for the day. So guys, thank you for watching. Sax Boy, Fabi, Isaac, Mike, Max, everybody out there, Uncle Ken, I love you all. Thanks for being here. I will be back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, right here in the good old US of A. And just remember, helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.